most famous man on planet Earth. Love him or hate him, everyone is watching. Although controversial, Andrew's meteoric rise to fame has led him to become one of the most influential men in the world. He's no longer regarded as a celebrity or influencer, but rather a political figure, a man who has captured a generation of minds and impacted millions of people across the globe. His polarizing views have sparked debates worldwide, even at the highest of levels, including institutions and governmental organizations.
Online influence that advocates vile misogyny infiltrates our classrooms and society.
But the true Andrew Tate is a man that is largely misunderstood. I want you to take this opportunity to discover the real Andrew Tate. In December of 2022, I was scheduled to meet Andrew in Dubai for our second interview. But little did I know, that podcast would never happen.
Andrew Tate has been arrested.
On that same day, his house was raided and Andrew and his brother Tristan were sentenced to a Romanian jail on multiple charges. For the next 3 months, the world was shown as one of the most powerful men on earth was stripped of everything. In March of 2023, Andrew and his brother were released under house arrest due to a lack of evidence. Fast forward to now, he invited me out to Romania where he remains within the confines of the legal system. With armed guards at his side, me and Andrew met at a secret location just outside of Bucharest. In this 3-hour interview, Andrew shared some of the most controversial things today.
They just fucking make it up! Women are the attack vector. How do you avoid this attack vector? Well, be dead.
The real reason behind his arrest.
I was accused, obviously, of the complete garbage charge of human trafficking via the Loverboy method. And what they're saying is,
And revealed some shocking confessions never disclosed to the world before.
it's a good question to ask me. I probably shouldn't say this stuff. I'm supposed to say it.
Andrew Tate, thank you very much for coming back on the CEO cast.
It's been a long time, sir.
It has been indeed.
I like the t-shirt.
No, thank you, man. It's good much. I'm going to give you one after.
Oh, perfect.
I want to start for the podcast with this. Since the last time we spoke, I have to thank you because not only have you changed my mindset and my perspective on life, but I've seen personal friends start 6-figure businesses. I've seen fat people go to the gym. I've seen men stop chasing women. I've seen a lot happen. I'm going to ask them all one thing. They say it's down to Andrew Tate. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, that's amazing news, and it's good to know that I'm having such a positive impact on the world. It's also interesting because it's living the juxtaposition of the mainstream media and the government, especially in the UK, trying to ban me and convince the world that I'm the devil and that I'm evil, and at the same time everyone's saying I'm doing such good things. And it's certainly highlighted to me exactly how the mainstream establishment works and how scared they are of making men and people motivated in general. Because when you're a motivated individual, you pay attention to the things around you and you're not laying down ready to accept the slave programming. It happened the other day, I think it was yesterday, some idiot from Leeds, I think, with a gun intended on shooting up a mall or something ridiculous. And the mainstream news article was Andrew Tate fan intends on, I've never even met this guy.
Manipulated in a way where it's down to you sort of thing.
Well, of course, they're going to say anyone who does anything bad who follows me on Twitter is an Andrew Tate fan. 8.8 million people follow me on Twitter. I'm sure if someone crashes their car, they're not going to say Taylor Swift fan crashed her car.
Yeah, no,
they don't care, right? You could be listening to Taylor Swift driving your car as you plow into a tree, and they're not going to mention it. But it's crazy how the whole establishment works, and I know my message is good, and I know that I'm helping people. But the scary thing is, when you go deeper down the rabbit hole, you understand that that's why they dislike me.
Yeah.
They dislike me because I help people.
Yeah.
They dislike me because I motivate people.
They want to enslave people at the end of the day.
Of course.
We're going to get more to this later on in the podcast. But rather than making this a part 2, I want to make this almost a continuation from the last podcast.
Okay.
So if you remember at the end of the podcast last time, I gave you a Quran.
Yeah.
Now this is very interesting because